Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Monday Night Football Showdown slate you got going on between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. This one is going to be very, very juicy. You got Derek Carr, who's playing like a freaking MVP, going up against Justin Herbert. You got John Gruden back on Monday Night Football. Can the Raiders keep this high-octane offense going? They have been smoking teams each and every week. I don't know how they're doing it. They're having weird people rush the ball. There's insane performances from Darren Waller. Just Derek Carr playing out of his mind. Hunter Renfrow looks like the best slot wide receiver in the world. I think this game should be a shootout, okay? I think this game should be a shootout. But before I break it down, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. Now let's get cooking. All right. This is going to be very difficult. There's so many players I want to play, and it's very top heavy. Very hard to configure. You're going to have a couple options here. You're going to have a couple options because I like Mike Williams. You got Keenan Allen. You want Herbert. If anyone, I might not play Herbert. Thinking about it. That might be in just a few scenarios. Maybe. No, I'm probably going to play him. Let's be honest. We're probably going to play him. All right, let's break this down. One of my favorite plays. The number one play. Besides Mike Williams, besides Darren Waller, is going to be Austin Eckler. I love him at that captain spot, and it's the usage. Despite whatever weird stuff happened in week one, he's fully acclimated. He's fully all in, and they're using him in both phases of the offense. The Raiders have 10 worst. This is my English, okay? This is my English. They have a bottom 10. This is the correct English right here. Bottom 10 defense against the run. And Austin Eckler should be able to exploit that. He's been getting almost 5 yards a carry in the first 3 weeks. So you're getting work in the rushing. You're getting over 10 touches that way. Plus you're getting, it could be 6 to upwards of 10 receptions to targets. I'm all in on that. Give me both of those. Give me the volume that's going to be produced in one player. I'll take it and put it in my captain spot. You can alter it. You can switch them to a flex if you want because you're going to need all these expensive guys. It really is. So Austin Eckler, double thumbs up on him. As you can see, the performances he's been doing the past 2 weeks. This is another game environment where this can be a back and forth. Vegas has been putting 30 points up a game. The Chargers just scored 30 points against Kansas City's defense, and they've been performing very well. Their defense has been stepping up as well. So that's the question. Can the Raiders score on the Chargers defense? Because the Chargers defense has been very solid. Asante Samuel Jr. has been stepping up. He's one of the top PFF cornerbacks in the league. And let's move on to the next guy. We got Mike Williams. This man has been a fantasy all-star 3 weeks in a row. Look at these receptions. Look at these targets. Look at the touchdowns. Each and every week he's got a touchdown. And then each and every week he's got 7 receptions, and 8 receptions. 9 targets, 10 and 12. Got 100 yards over against KC with another 2 TDs. Outstanding performance. I thank you very much that I drafted him. But we're going to go all in on him. There's not a corner on the Raiders side that can stop him because he has that size-speed combination, which is pretty much unguardable. That's why when they get in that red zone, he has 4 touchdowns in the red zone, is because they're throwing up that fade ball, and he's getting it. 10 out of 10, okay? 100% he's getting it. So we love Eckler. We love Mike Williams. And then we love Darren Waller. For the history of the LA Chargers, or San Diego Chargers. They cannot stop the tight end. They are the worst against tight ends. And this is year after year, just like the Giants year after year. This is a breakout game for Darren Waller. Darren Waller hasn't broke out since week one. He's been very mediocre and hasn't got a TD. This is the game. So if you don't want to put in Austin Eckler at the captain, you damn sure will put in Darren Waller. This man is a huge, huge mismatch. And I think they're going to have some problems trying to guard him because he provides the speed and size combination just like Mike Williams. But this is a tight end. And it's a rare type of talent that he's bringing to the field, and I love him at $1,300. All right, we love Darren Waller. So all these guys I'm talking about are captain spots. You're going to need to feature them in some way and form in a captain spot. Next guy is going to be Justin Herbert. If I'm liking Austin Eckler, who's a pass catcher, if I'm liking Mike Williams, who's a pass catcher, then that means I need the quarterback to match with him, and that's going to be Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert finally broke out of his shell from the first 2 weeks, was able to put together a no interception game with 38 attempts, 281 yards, and 4 TDs, sprinkled in a little bit of rushing upside. Hopefully we get a little more of that in this game. But this man is an all-star already in his second season. We love Justin Herbert. All right. If I'm choosing another Raider on the pass-catching side, I'm going with a sneaker option. Ruggs has been solid. I don't know if Asante Samuel is going to be on Ruggs. He might be. But the other guy who's been an X factor has been very sneaky. Very sneaky. Had a big game against Baltimore, and now he's back on Monday Night Football. I think he goes to the next level in this game. Bryan Edwards at 7,500. He can be a huge X factor. He was very good in training camp this season, and now he's putting it all together in his second year as a wide receiver. And this man has he's got big, broad shoulders, very muscular. Bryan Edwards has that catchability, and he is a freak of nature. I think they got something special in here with Bryan Edwards. He had a big breakout. He was a breakout at the age of 17, the earliest breakout in college football history. If you're going off the player profile, playerprofile.com, they'll show you the breakout age of every single wide receiver. Bryan Edwards had that. He was the 100th percentile breakout. All right, so there's something special in him. Him connecting with Derek Carr is going to be very special. I think there's going to be better and better games, and I think this could be one of the huge games for him. I think he's very sneaky at the flex play position. Other guys we're going to look at. Let's clear out this of the first bunch, and then we're going to go into the second bunch of guys that we do like. Derek Carr. Now, if you want to go double quarterback, you're going to need a cheap option at that captain spot because these are two high-priced guys, but he's been very consistent. Well over 300 yards in the first 3 weeks. He has a 400-yard game. This man is looking like an MVP. He has some fumbles, that's fine, but what he's doing is very, very impressive. He's in a contract year. He has been very, very exceptional. We love Derek Carr. So if you want to run Derek Carr and Herbert, you're going to have a cheaper option, either at top or definitely at the bottom. You're going to have to look at the bottom of the barrel, get like a 1K guy. All right, and we're going to see if we're going to find someone. So Derek Carr, yes, we love Derek Carr. Keenan Allen, you're going to have to pick and choose. You can't get everybody. He's been obviously a PPR monster. Got a touchdown last week, but the dude that's getting the volume is Mike Williams. He's getting the more important touchdowns. He's getting the more important catches. He's being linked upon. And this is a big breakout year for him, man. Big, big breakout year for Mike Williams. But we do like, if you want to switch it up, Keenan Allen is also a good choice. I'm not really touching the running game, am I? We're waiting on news about Josh Jacobs. He's questionable currently. There's not an official word yet if they're going to go to him. But this is a way where they can probably slow down that offense. And this is a bad rush defense that they're going up on. So this is a sneaky play right here. If Josh Jacobs is active, then I'll throw him in there. If not, then I'm going to Peyton Barber over Kenyon Drake, because Peyton Barber got the 23 carries for 111 yards. Look at this. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. He really stepped up in the wake of Josh Jacobs. But if Josh Jacobs is in, then we're going to go with him, because that's where this is the X factor. The Chargers have poor rush defense, and they can slow this game down. And that's where maybe the shootout goes away. But we will see. All right, so Josh Jacobs, if he's healthy, we're going to have him in there. And let's see if I can find you a cheaper option, because you're going to need a cheap guy. Hunter Renfrow can be, well, no. We already got Bryan Edwards. Bryan Edwards I prefer over him. But let's see if we can find a cheap guy. So if we're looking at cheap guys, it's really between Jalen Guyton, who's always has big air yards, and he's always that one deep guy. He just needs to come down with that catch. As you see, he's been used in these first 3 weeks. Poor performance in week 3, but 2 for 13 against Dallas and against Washington, 3 for 49. We're waiting for that one deep ball, because he's their deep guy that can come down with something very, very special. He's an option. Donald Parham is an option. He had a touchdown. Did he have a touchdown? No, he hasn't. But he is their backup tight end, has a big upside. They use him in the red zone area as well. Not really looking at Zig Jones. The other option, if you're going cheap, will be Carlson. Will be this kicker right here. So we already understand that the Raiders can move the ball up and down the fields, and this man has been pretty much perfect. All right. Daniel Carlson can be a sneaky option in this game, because the amount of times how the Raiders move the ball up and down the field, and look at the field goals. So 2-2, he's hitting big long field goals too, 55 yards. He got you 11 fantasy points. Okay. Not many players are giving you 11 fantasy points. And especially as a kicker, very special. He has 3 games over double digits. The game against Pittsburgh, ugly game. They were able to still put up points. Carlson has been the surefire guy, 17 points. Okay. And then against another good defense in Miami, 3 for 3, another 50-yard field goal, got you 13 fantasy points. So this is the cheap guy that we're going to go with. We're going to go with Daniel Carlson as the kicker. If you need a cheap guy, other than that, you're really throwing darts. Guyton is ugly. Zay Jones is ugly. Foster Moreau's ugly. That's the cheapest I will go, is Daniel Carlson in this game in Monday Night Football Showdown. Let me know in that comment section down below. Is there another guy? Is there a sneakier guy cheaper than Daniel Carlson that can give you some upside in your lineups? Because there's a lot of expensive guys to pay for. You're going to have to get really creative. You're going to have to sit someone out. You can't have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and Austin Eckler and Derek Carr and Herb. You can't have that. Okay? We obviously think this is going to be a high-scoring, up-tempo game. The X factor will be the running game for the Raiders side, because you know how Gruden is. But still, they were still able to put up big points. So I still think the over is great. I still love both quarterbacks. And you're just going to have to pick and choose which one receiver for each quarterback, and then you're going to fill the rest out of your lineup. But definitely Carlson is a great sneaky option, because he's been money last year and now money this year. And with Derek Carr playing with this type of confidence, they're going to be putting up big points. And he's going to be having Carlson's going to be putting opportunities to score points. Okay? So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, MessageSD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out.